Welcome to Gravely Mistaken. Everything's unexplained, unedited. I'm just really tired. Let's be real.
Aren't we all?
Jerky over there.
Yeah.
She literally, yeah, she had to roll a 15 to have some jerky.
She did. She landed exactly on 15. Okay, so welcome to episode 2. Previously on our D&D adventure that I totally forgot to name. Anyway, basically, our poor friend.
Ronnie's dead.
Yeah.
I'll narrate it. She died.
I should not have saved Sly or tried to.
The tiefling, I'll be real with you, was not very upset that she died. She didn't know this person.
At least she saved the most important thing, all the people and lunch. So Leland got revived by our local deity, Paula.
Dean.
Real fast before I forget, because I just want to give all the props to everybody, because I'm going to use a couple things.
Copyright.
Yeah, copyright kind of stuff.
No. We would be better off committing legal war crimes than doing what you're about to do. I want to point this out. You sue her, not me.
Well, good luck with this guy suing me, considering how dead he is.
But dead people still have rights.
Travasky, Patrol Ishkil Travasky, he wrote Hymn of the Cherubim, or I'm going to use that, and believe me, I think that's fine at this point, it's an open domain. But I will give Saturday Night Live, because I used their skit about the gospel food, and I stole one of their songs, and I rewrote it for Paula. We'll sing that later for you.
Creative use.
And let's be honest, they spent 5 minutes writing it. So, I give them props on that amazing tune and song. I just slightly tweaked it. So, let's get started with today's episode. So, let's describe, now it's the next day after, so only a single day has passed, because these people meet every single day, and it's like Friday. Very important.
They're hobbits or something like that.
Because you don't want to be there on Salad Saturday. It's the only day.
Describe this to me.
I will. So, everything was relatively back to normal. The sanctuary had a couple daggers sticking out of the wall. Some burn marks from my giant bagpipe blowtorch. Just a couple singe marks. Like half the wall is burned. Okay, half the wall is burned. We'll scrub those later. Okay, we're working on it. So the area smells like some pretty good smoke. Magically, nothing is actually seriously burned. Let's see what else. So you can the blood stains have been scrubbed off during the night from the floor. So it's not like that. The bodies were dealt with. No, they were not eaten. We're not going there. If we had a lizard person in our crew, that may be a different story.
Well, is it your crew? Is it?
No, I'm just Dragonborn.
Oh, you're okay. That's right.
If I die though, that will be my next one. So if any of you die, I will just eat you in honor. Anyway, and so the ceremony is about to start. Everybody's kind of coming in, and there's like a group singing inside, and so this is like kind of what you're gonna be hearing. So, just supposed to be like background to this. Thank you, Tchaikovsky. Anyway, so, there's a group there, they're singing, the chants are just kind of going out across, and it's very nice. It's actually kind of serene. It's oddly serene. Considering how damaged the temple is, you just hear this kind of like rolling across the mountain. And to truly put in perspective how astronomically huge this mountain is, it's basically the size of the Mariana Trench. Keep in mind, you could fit Mount Everest inside the Mariana Trench. And by the way, this is a fantasy world, so the atmosphere is much higher. So no, the mountain doesn't immediately go off into space, okay? We're not having that. But it is absolutely enormous. And that's why I'm going to have a little introduction of Beth Ann's new character.
Because the last one was dead. Made dead
That was
Died
your fault.
honorably though.
Yeah.
and eaten.
He was not eaten, I promise. She was not eaten.
It.
Forgot. Okay, go ahead.
So my new character, his name is Lander. He has blue, gray eyes, dark brown hair, about 5'7".
Does he have any scruff or just clean shaven?
No, just clean shaven. I mean, whatever. 25 or 27, about there. He's been exploring the mountains and doing research and things like that. And because some of the equipment is so expensive, he also does tours up there for people who want to just either go discover things or people of importance, because apparently there's like rare plants or something up there. So,
Well, and here's the thing. Let me give this part. So, basically, Lander is, he's been able to thoroughly explore 15% of this mountain, but generically explore about 25%. I mean, this mountain is absolutely enormous. And it's not just one layer. Like, there's, like, caves and tunnels and underground things, so it's absolutely enormous. And it's very dangerous. But he's up there because nobody has ever actually mapped out the entirety of the mountain. So he was sent there by the other rangers to basically map out this enormous task that's going to take him like years. Yeah. Anything else you want to give?
nope, that's about it.
That's about it. Well, so he's just we're going to reference him a little bit in this episode. He's not going to come into full effect until later on, but we
Keith?
No. Leyland, or not Leyland. You're
We know
Lander.
what we're doing.
Lander.
Lander. So we might as well go ahead and get him started. So basically, the sound, you're coming in, and the choir is still singing. The church elder walks down the aisle with a lit torch. By the way, if you have any questions about anything symbolic, anything at all, ask me, because your characters are currently sitting in the back pew or the back picnic table.
Okay, I thought I wasn't even here at this point.
And you're sitting next to Sister Salsa and Mother Margarita. And Sensei Sushi is up in the front, and the Great Kahuna's up
Wait, am I even in here at this point, or?
Sly has taken advantage of the disruption and has been rubbing the antlers on like the walls, because why not?
So basically, your character, Lander, he heard a lot of the commotion. He heard, like, through the grapevine, the commotion that happened the day before, so he's like, is there anything left? Do I need to remap this entire area? Like,
Oh, okay.
so he is kind of there, and so basically, my character, Leland and Sly are sitting in, like, almost the second to last pew, and Lander's in the last pew, like, right behind us, so he can hear everything that's being said in between us.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's how he's gonna know all this mess. But he's kind of like just observing and like, crap, I gotta map all this crap out again.
Okay.
Or like, because by the time you do get it mapped out, the area has changed because landscapes are always changing.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
he's kind of like taking notes in a journal and let's see. So what?
Where can I get whiskey, Sister Margarita?
Afterwards. Wait till 5 o'clock. We have some standard. Mother Margarita will hook you up.
Sly's
Just wait till 5.
just like nodding, like this is great. Not. Yep.
The church elder is walking down the aisle with a lit torch. He's a little bit, shaky, and you just pray to God he doesn't fall over on somebody and drop the torch.
Is the old dude alright? Is what Sly says.
Oh, he's fine. He's just old. just old. Like,
Okay,
for example, when you see somebody an old person heading to a car and you're like, oh no. This isn't good. That's the level of elderly we're going here.
Okay.
He comes to the front and places the torch in a wood near the wood pile under the great big black cauldron. Keep in mind, nothing's in the cauldron right now. It's just the big black cauldron. The great kahuna is standing behind it and everything. Choir is still singing. the flames catch as he walks away and goes behind one of the curtains to put the flame out in a pot of water. From another curtain door, the other one, to the left, a child, no more than 6 years old, comes out with a bucket of water. Her mother, helping her carry the bucket, pours the bucket into the cauldron. Like, any questions?
Like, what's in the cauldron? Nothing.
I just point water, and there's a fire underneath it. That's it.
Okay, sounds good, fam.
Okay, man, I get so much symbolism behind all this mess. Yes, I did. Don't look at me like that. Anyway, back to this. So from the, so they returned back behind the curtain. From the left, little boys and like, okay, if you think of like Southern Baptist churches, you know the choir robes? That's what they're wearing, but orange. So boys and girls are wearing this, but the boys come out from the left and girls on the right, and about 4 of them each, and they're all very young. And I will give this. So the reason and these kids are not just normal kids. So these kids were like given to this temple as like to become like nuns and priests. Because think about it, if you're a family and you've got 8 kids and you can't feed them all, but you know this temple where they're guaranteed to get a meal every single day, and they have relative safety and security, you might, give up your kids so you could, protect them.
Yeah.
They come out with relatively small to medium-sized pots. One by one, they take turns dumping their pots into the cauldron, going boy, girl, boy, girl. After every pot has been emptied, everyone sits.
Thump, thump.
Or in the crown center.
And everybody's hitting the seat. So it's only like 100 people, so it's not that bad. The great kahuna comes up and leads in a prayer.
No.
So who wants to be the great kahuna?
No.
Don't make you rock, paper, scissors for this one. Rock, paper, scissors. Only fair. Whoever wins has got to do it. Oh.
What?
You didn't pay attention. I said whoever wins has to do it.
I refuse.
Okay.
I have done everything. I've supplied things.
Oh, by the way, your pinky is still throbbing from yesterday. Or, it's not like that much of your pinky is gone. Just the top little bit of it.
That matters to slide, though.
Okay, fine. So
do you subscribe?
Lander,
a tall one, do you subscribe to this religion? Because I know I don't.
I'm just here taking notes.
Nerd.
Okay, so not Leland, you're not gonna be Leland, but be the great kahuna.
You mean Lander?
No, you're not gonna be Lander.
I know.
Right now, be the
You said I was Leland though.
Oh my god.
For now, be great kahuna
Okay.
and lead the congregation in a prayer.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be long. What do we worship? Think. Come on, you can do it.
Oh, great Paula, please bless this food. Amen.
You know what? We'll take it. Bless the cooking and the food. We'll take it. Sensei Sushi comes to start the song, because here's the thing: you gotta wait for this thing to get cooking. That's once it gets done cooking, that's when you can eat it, and that's when the whole service stops. So, and he comes up to lead the song. Now, if you remember yesterday, right as you started singing, people busted down the door, so everyone's kind of like holding their breath. But he starts to lead. Now, I get to come over to you guys.
Please don't touch me.
I won't. Because I've got lyrics.
Oh no.
Hey,
This is gonna be horrible.
You're gonna hear some great quality music. If you don't like the singing, probably should skip over the next minute to a minute and a half. Okay, ready? I can't.
I don't even know how the tune.
So it starts out from the song. You better help me here. I'm looking over you, Sly.
Yep.
Better help me. I'm serious.
Okay.
Don't leave the two of us. Okay. Remember the tune? Okay. Feed the body, feed the soul. Ooh, feed the soul. Blessings from her hands, blessings to our mouths.
Oh,
Staggering.
flying spaghetti
No,
monster.
that's not the song. Blessings from her hands, blessings to our mouths. Stewed greens and butter beans and praises all around. For on this day we take our daily bread. We give him
Daily
thanks
bread.
to keep us all fed.
Sly at this point is just like, not even
Feed the body, feed the soul.
soul.
Ooh, feed the soul.
Feed the soul. Okay, that wasn't as terrible. Well, that's how Sly acts in a congregation.
Okay, and so the first song is done, it's all good, everyone's like trying to relax, and they go to start the second song. Now, I'll just leave this one, because, you know. Butter, salt, pepper, bacon, and mayonnaise. Soften it, Paula.
I'm very
Put it all in a
confused.
stew for Paula. Now, keep in mind, when they're singing...
Just mayonnaise in the stew. It's just mayonnaise. It's just nasty mayo and bacon. This is gross. Like, I'm allergic to mayonnaise. I feel like I just don't like that.
Okay.
We're warming this in a stew. You do what religion is this?
They didn't actually put, you don't know what they cooked today, okay? But you're starting to smell it and you're going, chicken corn chowder, we can, zippy chicken corn chowder, we can work with this. There's no mayonnaise in it, relax. But, so right as he's leading that, keep in mind, when you're singing these songs, you're singing them in the local dialect, which comes across as another language, almost like chants. Especially that first one we sang. And right as he was about to sing the last line, which goes, a stew for Paula, living in peace, the back doors bust open.
Again?
Boom. They're thrown open and 4 people are standing. Somewhere in the congregation, someone yells out, "Come on!"
Again?
What do you mean again?
Okay, I'll be real with you. I've been here 3 days. And this has happened like 2 out of the 3 days. Are we looking like, and she just kind of like stands up, waves her hand. Like, war, are you here for war crimes? Like, what is this? Can I just like, for once, have a meal?
The leader, obviously sent forth, which is a female dwarf dressed in full chainmail and furs, says, "We're here to stop the satanic ritual of bringing on the apocalypse.
Oh my god.
Prepare and face your doom."
There is
What?
no
So-
apocalypse.
Like, Lander is so confused about this whole thing. He was just sitting in the back
This
taking
is
notes.
it. Like, this is not an apocalypse. Please stop. Okay.
Okay, so we will continue with this in part 2. And
Stay tuned. Welcome to Gravely Mistaken.
yeah, it's a mistake.
No.
Hi, we're still here. Because there's 2. Oh, I don't have the mouse, that's why. You can tell we are professionals at this.
Where is my mouse?